Executor.
Come on. What can you do with the public work?
You're right. Yeah,
We've got all mobile phones turned off, have we? I'm just told to make
I have
sure.
got one, but I'll turn it off because I was just speaking to that guy there and I don't want the missus phoning me. So.
Sorry? Yeah, okay, make sure I do.
Just so you know, are you in here with us? We're not going to stand when they come in, as last time. I know. You did this last time, what's the matter with these people? Did we get angry last time? Silly sods.
So would you if you had
Where do these fellas? Look at the clown. See, when they want you to stand, what they're asking you to do is to stand under the crown. That's right, stand under. To stand under is to understand, which what they're saying is you're actually granting them jurisdiction to preside over you. So that's what it's all about, and that's why when a copper comes up and says to you, do you understand these rights as I've given them to you? He's not asking you if you understand.
If you comprehend.
Yeah. If you say, yeah, I comprehend. I'm the executor, as I've already given paper to the court.
Would you please stand up?
No, I won't.
Yes, if they're not prepared to stand, then we're not prepared to proceed any further.
What is it you're asking me to stand for?
Because to show a dignity to respect to the crown.
To the crown. Are you asking me to stand under the crown?
If you could speak to the gentleman and explain the procedure in court.
That's because everybody else is stupid, sir. Now what I would like to... No, we haven't asked you to remove us, so just... You can't get arrested for contempt, mate. Civil or criminal? Civil or criminal? Sir? He's asking you to ask me to remove, and obviously I've said I'll go. So you've abandoned the court, yes?
He's abandoned the court.
Right, take that down. Are you clerk? Are you the cleric?
Who are you? No,
we have to
we have to wait.
Just trust me a little bit.
He's asked. Ask is a request. It is not ordered. If he was acting in the authority of the capacity which he has sworn to do so, he would have the authority to order us out of here and have that enforced. The reason why he will not order us out is because he knows he's not acting under his authority, and until he has shown that authority, he has no authority. He's made an assumption, but that assumption... Yeah.
I've got to ask you to leave now, it's over to me now. I've got to ask
you. Can ask, he's asked you, yeah.
Can I have your name?
You can have my ID number, but I can't give you my name.
Why's that?
I'm not permitted to do that.
Then you can't ask us to leave because it is a public building, and any... Section 53 of the Courts Act is not compliant with the Constitutional Act, therefore it's null and void because of the fact that a public court was made openly for the preference of the people, and therefore if it is not an open public court, therefore the people that are serving in the court must be recognised. If you cannot recognise yourself to me or to anyone else, then you are not performing in the capacity of a public court.
To you as a security officer of this magistrate's court, yeah.
Are you privately employed by them?
I'm employed by a company who is probably...
That's what I mean. So your company subcontracted.
Subcontracted.
Exactly. But in that act, it does not state that you are here for the interests of the public. This building would not be here if it weren't for the public. Right. Well, in that case,
that's you.
That's us.
They're not public.
They're not members of the public. They are imposters of the public because they are claiming to have authority.
I'm not going to get in this conversation.
Fair enough. Right. You just said it's a public building?
It is a public building.
So why would you not?
Well, we cannot...
Because the court has asked you to leave
Who has? No, there's a gentleman that came in and there was a gentleman that entered the building and entered the room, and upon entering the room, at no given time did he state who he was. He was in fact questioned who he was, and he did not refuse to answer. Well, to be fair, he did ask, and I'm writing this down, and I even looked up, and he looked at me. He had enough time to look at me as well as him.
I can't be the last
He
one.
did not respond to the questioning that was laid out currently. Now, I've got the law documents here. I'm not going to go through it with you. I've spent too long understanding it. I know the law. He knows the law. You don't. So the bottom line is he does not recognise his oath of office. If he does not compel himself to say who he is, therefore he is an imposter of the court. If I came into this courtroom and I claimed that if I came into this courtroom claiming that I was a security officer,
Let him speak.
yeah.
My assignment is to abide by what they say. That's what people are here to do.
That is right. I agree with
They
that.
have asked me to ask you guys
Can you?
if you would leave the courtroom.
I will leave the courtroom on condition if you quickly have a quick word with him and ask him to abandon the court. If he's abandoned it, we'll go.
And also,
And what if he doesn't give me a straight answer?
right,
I can't go if he hasn't abandoned it, because then what happens is it shows that I've left the court and
Yes.
he will now rule against me. Yeah.
Right. The bottom line is, the gentleman in question, it's pure and simple. If a police officer turns up or any other, okay, they have to show their warrant badge, okay? They have to show that they are clearly who they are, not act as an imposter. These people will not show their warrant badge. They will not show, sorry, it's not a warrant badge, it's actually a magistrate's card.
Or a bar association.
That's right, they will not show it, because the moment they do, they will be declaring that they're acting in fraud, because the only thing that gives them the only thing that gives them the opportunity, that's why they don't have them around next. That's the only reason why that gives them the opportunity to enforce anything, is because that's what gives them the authority. If they come in here with that around them, they don't have authority. That means, hang on a minute, that means basically a police officer, a judge, all the members of the judiciary, okay, alike, okay, there are rules set out to stop them being abused. Now, there's certain protocols that have to be followed so that these elements are put in place so that it's not being abused. And one of them elements must be that they have to show their... And also, could you ask him for... Sorry, dear chap, could you ask him for his name? If he doesn't give his name, you're a witness to it, he's clearly acting as an imposter. If a judge does not recognise his own goddamn title, then what is he doing here? And what's he in receipt of wages for?
Aren't they unbelievable?
It's not their fault, they're just...
No, not him, he's a lovely fellow.
It's not, I feel they're just employed to do a job. Times are hard, they need the money, they just do whatever the hell
The
they
Ministry of
want.
Justice isn't hard, isn't times are hard.
No. They're making... business is booming for the Ministry of Justice.
They love it.
Absolutely booming at this moment in time. Especially now the MI5 agent's being found in a bag. Imagine all the paperwork that's got to be shoved through the... Oh, I bet they're rubbing their hands.
Just to keep you appraised of the situation, the fellow's just going to ask them a question for us.
We're not causing mischief, as it would be noted in your...
We're just after a young man telling them.
Yeah, I know.
You know them pretty well. I'm not one. I'm not in any. I'm not giving anyone any grief.
It's a business meeting. If it's not a business meeting, then it must be an official meeting. If it's an official meeting, then these people must be officials. For them to claim that they're officials, there's nothing wrong with them saying, yeah, I'm an official and this is what I'm doing. I'll tell you what I mean. If you come bring your car to me for an MOT and you say, are you the MOT tester? You would want to see that I'm the MOT tester, right? And some proof of it. If I fail to bring you some proof of it,
What's your number?
Would you not have any concerns to the fact of whether or not I am an MOT? Yeah? Right. These laws have been set out in our laws so that they have to show their oath. Their oath is what gives them permission and power to administrate. But there are rules with that oath to stop them from abusing it. Because otherwise they could just appear any time they wanted and just say...
I'm not even interested in asking anybody.
But they're being paid for it. And the trouble is, because they're being paid for it, it's a business...
So the court is closed?
Not as soon as you go off and off the court, it can only be a fishing transaction.
Did he say he'd abandon the court?
Fishing was I wouldn't say that. It doesn't.
No. You start to see a few things now, are you? I feel sorry for you boys. You're so great. You put up with me every time.
Oh yeah, sorry mate.
Very, very lucky.
Oh, nice mate.
About 10 minutes ago.
Get out, fella.
Did I hear her say I'm not prepared to deal with this?
Yes.
So this was actually booked in advance,
Yeah.
and she wasn't prepared.
Yeah, we'll get together on that.